This podcast is sponsored by FedBiz Access, government contracting made simple. For more information, visit fedbizaccess.com. That's FEDBIZ access.com. Our phone number is 877-376-4249. The extension code is 407. I'm Miles Minich, and I do marketing for small businesses. You are listening to FedBiz 5, where you get informed, get connected, and get results. Welcome back, FedBiz 5 family. Thank you for being on here, and we are glad to have you. If you're a newcomer, welcome. As we always say, this is a podcast where you get informed, get connected, and get results. So this week, we are going to be talking about capability statements, and across from me, I have a wonderful guest. His name is Ryan Scher. How are you doing today, Ryan?
Doing great, Miles. Thanks for having me on.
Yes, sir. Thank you for being here. Before we begin, can you tell us a little bit about what you do?
Yeah, I work in marketing and design here at FedBiz Access. Primarily, my job consists of creating our capability statements and our websites.
Beautiful. Amazing. So when we begin with a new subject or something new, especially in government contracting, we always begin with this question. So Ryan, what is a capability statement?
Simply put, it's your government resume. It's a concise, aesthetically pleasing one-page document that speaks to your business's competencies. Its purpose is to provide specific information that will convince potential customers, the federal government, to do business with your business. When written well, which is important, and including the correct information, a capability statement will differentiate your business from others.
Yeah. Perfectly said. Next question for you. What should a successful and effective capability statement consist of?
Well, there are 6 key areas included in a successful and effective capability statement. First is your capability statement. It's your company's about us narrative. Short and direct, should be short and direct. It should be relatively brief yet concise. General overview of your company, without delving too much into your products and services, because those are covered in the next section, which is core competencies. This is where you want to list your key products and services. Core competencies don't need to include everything about your business and what you're able to do. In fact, they should probably talk to the government agency that you're trying to do business with. We use bullet points and short statements of your expertise as it relates to your target audience, being those government agencies. We also like to use really high quality images, to showcase your products and services if we can. So we'll spruce it up, obviously keeping that nice aesthetic with images that relate to your products and services.
Yeah, it goes with that definition, aesthetically pleasing. Yeah.
So you also have, next is differentiators. Okay, and this is pretty self-explanatory. Why should the government choose you to do business with you over your competition? You want to list unique factors and benefits of your products and services that set you apart from your competition. How is your business best suited for the needs of the target government agency? A clear statement that relates to specific needs of the agency can help the customer, the reviewer, the government official or prime contractor, understand why they should choose you over anybody else. The next would be past performance. Past performance is where you want to list your previous customers, either commercial entities or government agencies that you've done similar projects for prior. We usually like to list the date, the location, value when applicable, so they know that you're capable of doing the job they're looking for you to do. So after past performance, you've got company snapshot. Here we list your DUNS number, your cage code, any set-aside eligibility that your business holds. That would be your socioeconomic statuses, certifications such as small business, small disadvantaged businesses, woman-owned small business, veteran-owned small business, 8A certification, hub zone, and more, right? And of course, in the same section, you're going to want to have contact information. They're going to want to get a hold of somebody. Ideally, you'll have one point of contact in that section because you want to keep the blinders on. They want to know who they're doing business with. One point of contact. You want to include your phone number, your mailing address, your email address, your website. Very important. Showing that you have some commercial visibility is important to the reviewers. We also like to include on our statements a QR code that can be scanned to take them right to your website to view more information. The email address, I should say, should be a professional email address. You do not want to use Yahoo, Hotmail, even Gmail. Oftentimes, government agencies block those emails. They don't get to the person that you're trying to engage with your capability statement. So we suggest having a website or domain, related email address instead.
I didn't know that.
Yes, sir.
Oh, wow.
And the last and final section, which you guys already touched on the last couple of podcasts, I believe, your NAICS and PSC codes. You'll have a section to outline all those. It further assists the reviewer in understanding your company's capabilities. It's also important not to go overboard on codes. And we see this sometimes where, they're including too many codes with too much varying degrees of capabilities. and that only can confuse the reviewer. So you really want to pinpoint the codes that make the most sense for your target agency.
Definitely.
For what you're trying to offer them. Less is more when it comes to codes.
Okay. Another question. How would you distribute a capability statement?
You actually want to distribute in a PDF, not in Word, not PowerPoint, or any other format. Many federal agencies, and this goes back to the email address, many federal agencies block Word and publisher documents. A PDF file is safer. It's actually usually smaller and will stay visually consistent when emailed.
Okay. So amazing information. So the final question for today, and this one's for you, Ryan. What would you say is the difference between you and your team and other designers that create capability statements?
It's a good question, Miles. We set the industry standard when it comes to capability statement design. We pretty much changed everything a few years ago. Most of the time when you'd see a capability statement, it was text-based, almost like a spreadsheet. We changed things up after having long discussions with government officials that basically told us what they wanted to see and what they needed to see to help them make an educated purchase decision. So we helped the industry move away from bland text-only documents to visually appealing graphic design-based documents with high-resolution images.
Amazing podcast. And one thing that you should know, you only have one chance to make a good first impression. So you want your capability statement to look nice. Like you're going into an interview, you want your resume to look nice. And so this is your interview for contractors. And if you want to see some of Mr. Ryan Scher's work, you can go to www.fedbizaccess.com. That's FEDBIZ access.com. You can see some of the work he's done for different businesses that have won and been awarded contracts. And you can get yours revamped or you can get yours created today if you go to that site. We thank you. Thank you today, Ryan, for being here. It was a pleasure having you today.
Had a great time. Thanks for having me, Miles.
Yes, thank you. And that is today's episode. We hope you enjoyed. Go share this. We are on all social media sites, YouTube, Spotify, anything you can stream a podcast on. Make sure you go share this, and we hope to see you next week in our next upcoming subject. Thank you.